Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Narcan Medic here. We got another DRZ mod video for you. Today we're going to be talking about some auxiliary lights and how we're going to go ahead and install those on the DRZ with the limited real estate available on the bike. I'm going to show you the parts that we got and where we're going to put them. I'll wire it all up and maybe to help you guys or at least give you guys an idea of the options available to you when it comes to supplying some auxiliary lighting to this bike. Its headlight is not impressive, especially off-road at night. It scatters pretty poorly, and it's not very bright. There are some aftermarket solutions. I believe J&S makes a bulb. J&S Engineering makes a bulb, LED bulb that pops in there, which I think I'll probably do after I install the auxiliary lamps on. But I'm going to go ahead and grab those lamps and show you what we're going to be installing, and we'll go from there. Quick edit. Okay, so here we are at the bench. We've got our wiring harness with our rocker switch, as well as the lights that we're going to be installing. When I initially bought these lights, I thought they were going to fit where I had on the fender stiffening mount, which I'll show you right over here, right here. But when I kind of just mocked them up, they ended up hitting the tank fairing here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to relocate the blinker here. Obviously we can't use the stock blinker because it's going to be too long, so I got some aftermarket indicators right here. They're like 15 bucks at a local cycle gear, kind of universal, one size fits all. So we're going to mount those here, and then we're going to put the lamps, the LED lamp, flood lamps, where the stock blinkers actually mount. And so I'll go ahead and get the wiring loom out, and we're going to rewire the blinkers on there, and I'll bring you guys back once I get the blinker down here, and we'll go from there. All right, see you in a minute. Okay, so here we are at the front of the bike. I just wanted to show you guys kind of while I'm in the middle of, hold on a second, son, while I'm in the middle of the process. I took the little reflector mount fender stiffener thing and flipped it over, and then just drilled out the mount holes to fit the reflector. But I wanted to give you guys a little pointer here. When you cut the wire for the bulb, cut it as far inside the housing that you can, so that when you pull it out, when you pull the reflector off, you have ample wiring to run behind the bulb down to the fender. So don't just cut it. Don't cut it here and then unmount it. Cut it down in there, and that'll give you an extra 2 to 3 inches of wiring. So what I did is I already functions checked this one. It's good. We're going to do this one, and then I'm going to go ahead and mount the auxiliary lights and do some soldering, because I got to shorten those wires up quite a bit. And I'll come back to you guys and show you what we got. All right, so I'm an idiot, and I forgot to bring you guys along when I wired. Put those on and then wired it to the battery. So I'm just gonna have to give you guys kind of a verbal talk through on how I got from there to the battery and some little issues that I ran into along the way. If you're wondering how I mounted these, I ended up just going to, again, a local fastener store here. I got a large fender washer and just a standard grade 5 bolt, and to bolt those on there. And then like I stated before, with these, you're going to have to do a little bit of drilling. I forgot to mention, when you do drill these out, I did these on a table, like on a vise, but this is aluminum, and from the heat, when I was applying pressure and drilling, it kind of bent this. And I don't know if you guys have ever worked with aluminum, but trying to bend this back to its shape just makes it look even worse, so I left it alone. So you can kind of see that it's just a little warped. So when you guys drill, don't be impatient like I am. Drill the pilot and then gradually go up in size, because my pilot was too small and I jumped to too large of a size and was applying too much pressure to just kind of eat the aluminum. So just a little pearl of wisdom there. Again, so the lights, just some standard fasteners, and I rounded all the wiring and all the stuff that's behind the headlight cowl. I'm going to show you where I did my rocker switch. So you can see I got a little bit extra wiring in here I need to trim up, but I'm just, again, lazy and wanted to get it on there. Ran it through here, up under the up under the little tank fairing here, and then I installed my rocker switch here. The way I did this was I just drilled this out with the largest drill bit I had, and it was just too small, so I used an old soldering iron that I had to kind of heat the plastic up and bore it out just enough to get that switch up through and clipped in there. So anyways, moving on, when you guys are going to route the wiring along the frame, there's a little relay. If you use that wiring loom that I had purchased, the relay is kind of large, so you're going to have to turn it on its side and stuff it next to the little snorkel underneath the seat. Because if you have it on its edge, the seat won't sit flat. It's just going to push down on that relay. But we'll do at some point in time. I don't know if I'm going to include it in this video or if it'll be a separate video, but a comparison. But I will show you guys now. I know it's going to be kind of hard to tell because it's daylight. That's the stock lamp. This is the stock lamp with the brights, and then those are the LEDs. They don't look impressive now, but I can tell you at night those are fantastic. Substantially better visibility at night from that comparatively to the headlight. You're just gonna have to tinker with the lights and find a wall at night to aim your bike at to adjust the pitch. And then I would almost say these are too bright. I don't run them on the road because they are. I don't believe they're DOT approved, and I don't want to risk it. But in any case, yeah, that's all I got for you guys. Give that setup a look. It's not too expensive. I think all in all, it's around $50 to $70, depending on how much you pay for or how much these different items cost you, including the the cheapo indicators there. So that's all I got for you. If you guys leave a comment, question, concern, saved around, bitch or gripe in the comments thread, I'm usually pretty quick about replying. And again, thanks for stopping by. Narcan Medic signing off.